I was just a little boy. The year was 1901. I had a best friend. He was an ant. He said, Joe, one day you're gonna... Come on, looks, folks. Alright, so we got the ant, the mosquito, and the fish. If you guys hear ambient noise, my wife is playing ARAM right now, as she does. Say what's up, wife.
What up, y'all? I'm real.
She's very real. We'll be the clean presidents. I don't mind that at all. And I think our order's pretty clean. We do want to buff the mosquito because he gets huge value out of getting a 3rd life point. Alright, we take out the mosquito, no problem. Hopefully the mosquito doesn't hit the fish. That'd be sad. Okay, good. I don't really mind that. Ooh, we get pretty good bad value out of our mosquito buff, though. So we may merely trade this turn instead of winning. We were set up to win, but their mosquito hit a clean shot. Alright, they might have had Santa hats, too. I missed that. Okay, fish, ant, combine the ant. I don't mind beaver. Let's beaver. Roll. We get mosquito here. It's probably worth picking up another one. Let's put beaver in the back. It doesn't really matter who's in the back. Let's run it just like this. Actually, at this stage, we could have dudes with higher attack. So let's make sure we ant buff somebody good with a lot of HP. And I think we just run it like this now. Alright, that's pretty satisfactory. Let's see if we luck out. Early wins would be pretty nice. I'm kind of mad that we had to trade. 3 mosquitoes is honestly devastating. But we haven't taken anybody out yet, so the trades are effectively the same. It looks like this could be a win for us. Yep, pretty clean. No, wait, it's a tie. Too bad. 2 trades? You know, not my favorite thing. Alright, tier 2 animals unlocked. We do get a spider. If we got a pill, that'd be pretty clean. So I'm probably going to freeze the spider at least. Let's combine the mosquitoes. We're going to combine the fish for sure. Probably just put the spider up here so we don't waste a roll slot. Let's roll. Yeah, we get the pill. That's pretty clean. We do have another beaver as well. It's like, I'd rather see an early tier 3, I think. So let's go ahead and pill. We end up with a ram. Not the best. Not the best. Not the worst either. Another beaver could be fine. Let's freeze it. Now let's just worry about our ordering probably. Unless we're going to sell something for the beaver. I don't think anything's like sell worthy. We'll make sure that the fish with the highest HP gets the ant buff. I don't hate that. And then up front, we'll go ahead and put this guy. And we'll run it like this. We do have an option to get an early bat. That's not the worst thing. It's probably pretty good. He might be one of the best tier 2 animals. There's nobody that I'm really thrilled to sell him for, though. And I do kind of want to roll tier 3s pretty early. We get a lot of value out of the sheep. The sheep's in a pretty good spot here. We could put the sheep here. That's also acceptable. As long as he has one more space. I don't think I want the bat. Let's roll again. We could regret that. We want the fish. Roll one more time. Unless we want to freeze the pill. Yep, let's go. And we got a dog. Not bad. We'll probably rock the early dog. I don't mind that. We may even keep the sheep because he's so good with the dog. Let's look for our opponent. So non-continuous background again. My heart is broken. Let's see what goes on here. They only have 4 guys, but this fish is massive. Or rather, they're dapper-looking bluebird. They got where are they going? Where fashion sits. Okay, so take this guy out, and we live. We didn't even need to use the ant buff on the fish. It's kind of crazy. Probably because they just had 4 units. They are scaling though. They already have a puppy, so we're a little bit envious of that. Not gonna lie. Okay, so we're okay. So let's check this out. We're probably going to get rid of the mosquito first, unless we want to get rid of the sheep. I think that's fine. I don't mind sacrificing the in-fight value of the dog too much. Then again, the sheep makes a decent pill target because for 1 gold, yeah, the sheep makes a great pill target. So we're not going to do that. Probably gonna sell the beaver, but first I think we'll sell the mosquito. Hear me out. Because we want the dog. We want space for the dog so that anything else we summon is going to give us value. There's probably no reason not to fish here and see what we get. So we fish. Oh, you know what though? We want to sell something first for the dog buff. But I sort of want to keep everything. But let's not. Let's sell this guy. That's okay. Then we're going to put, I guess we could put this other beaver up and sell him too. Before we do that, let's maybe feint this guy and summon 2/2/2 Rams and buff our dog. And then we get to sell each one. So look at the economy of this. That's ridiculous. 1 gold for each ram is crazy. And then get the beaver, naturally. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, our tier 3 was a rabbit, so that's trash. Get out of here, rabbit. Yeah, get out. We don't like it. So then we roll. A pig is pretty good. Honestly, shrimp could be decent. Shrimp and dog is kind of troll, but it could pop off. I believe in pig more than anything else just because it's so valuable next turn. On the other side of things, stacking HP is not bad. Let's think. You know, we don't really have too many guys we want to hold on to yet, so I don't hate shrimp here. Not bad. And then we'll sell these guys first. We'll get some value out of shrimp. Not a problem. We'll put this guy in the back. This guy in the front because he has 4 damage. We're going to buff the dog because that'll be the most value. I don't think it matters too much where we put shrimp and beaver. Let's run it like this. And let's get rolling. If you guys appreciate the contrast of the beautiful red hats on the crispy ice background, then let me know because I want to know that I have what it takes to be Ink Master. All right. It's the Santa hats, yeah. I like the fez, but the Santa hat's pretty clean on this background. It's like I have kind of a North Pole theme going on. And for some reason, they just have like a 9 damage beetle. So we're going to just block that out of our memories and move on. I'm repressing that to a deep, dark place. All right, well, we won last match. I think. I don't really remember. So we could probably sell Beaver here. That's probably pretty good. Let's see. Do we want to pill the Ant first? No, because like we want to use him to get a tier 4 if we do roll into Ant. Let's sell this guy. Oh, yeah, it's not the worst. We might be kind of committed to Ant at this point. I think we get Hatchling Chick, but before that, God, I want to pill that Ant, but I also don't. This is getting kind of crazy. Let's get this. And then we're going to roll. Yeah, there's nothing to do but roll here. We get Sheep again, which is pretty good. We do get Ant. All right, so check us out. First things first, we're going to get the... Oh, you know what, though? We'd like to sell something first. Maybe we sell the fish, because he's sort of used up his usefulness. Unless shrimp is just a bait. Shrimp might be causing more trouble than he's worth. I don't think so. Yeah, I really don't... I'm not keen on selling the fish. But I think it's the best play here. So I sell the fish, just because we're summoning the Ant anyway, and then we're going to combine to get the new level. It's a rooster. I don't think I can pass up on that. Especially because he's so good with the Hatchling Chick. So we are going to run that, but it's a matter of, like, are we first going to do something else? I think we are. So let's go ahead and buy the sheep. Okay. Then we're probably going to sell the Ant because he's done his job. Obviously, we'd like to pill the Ant, but we got something better because we can sleeping pill the sheep, get a lot of value out of this from the dog, and then get to sell them, which is huge. Oh, unfortunately, one of the shrimp buffs went to the sheep. And then we're going to go ahead and summon the rooster. And then right now we can only summon one more thing. So I think best thing is probably mosquito. Let's do our ordering first to make sure that that's the case. Probably dog and then rooster will be massive. In the back, we could have a bluebird. I don't hate that. It's whatever. Mosquito's probably a little more valuable. Kind of like avoiding bluebird. So now hatchling chick, I think, just makes the most sense with rooster. And let's run it like this, because he's going to buff the guy. He's 8/8, and then he's going to summon an 8/1, so that's pretty dirty. I don't think a lot of teams are getting through the first 2 members on the Clean President squad very often. So we take out the turtle. I don't mind that shot. We like that. That's our weakness target that we want. The dog is unfazed by the melon armor. We're going to take this guy out. They're going to buff a pretty big guy, but check me out. Look at this value. Boom, we take this guy out, summon another one. We're clean. Let's go. He was born with a Santa hat. So we probably want the hatchling chick. We just get rid of the mosquito. That's fine, because he's not doing us any favors. We're going to summon the hatchling chick and combine. We're good with that. It is what it is. We probably want to roll. Actually, garlic armor on the dog would be crazy. Let's just crush. And then we roll... Or do we want one of these? We don't really want any of those. We want somebody that's got some sell value. I mean, look. The puppy's fine. It's okay. I don't hate it. I like it enough here. And then... Call me crazy, but I think what we want to do is... Sell the shrimp. Let's freeze the pill. because we are on tier 3. But are we going to tier 4 next turn? Let's see. We just got tier 3, so no. Wait, let me think. Tier 3 is 5 and 6. So 7 is tier 4. I don't know if I want to freeze the pill because we could get canned food. It may be too late for dog, to be honest with you, but I'm not convinced. I could just sell the puppy, to be honest with you, and buff something with shrimp. I don't know. I kind of wish I'd picked dromedary here, to be honest with you. That probably would have been better than puppy. It's too late to apologize. Let's... this kind of reminds me of the target dog. Alright. I think we're not really worried about losing this match, because we're going to crush it with our first 2 units, most likely. We don't want to freeze the dromedary. It doesn't really matter what these guys are doing too much. Let's go ahead and do this. Right? We'll have 2 gold. And then I'm crazy. We're actually going to sell this, just so we can buy the dromedary and right our past wrongs. And then there's nobody in the shop we want to freeze, but they'll get a +1/+1, so that's pretty good. I don't hate that. And let's just rock. Do we save the pill? Maybe not. Maybe not at this stage. I think we're done with the pill. Let's freeze 1. That's fine. We still have 1 chance to get a better food. A lot of food's trash, but canned food would be decent in a lot of situations. It gets kind of diminishing value with the dog because we do want to summon stuff. Luckily, oh, that was crazy. That guy actually became easier to deal with, it seemed like, or unless I'm tripping. We do take this guy out, and unfortunately we don't have the ammunition to push through the rest of their team. But that's okay. We kind of went for a little bit of a greed scale situation. Well, it looks we're going to get closer than I previously thought. Not too bad. 1 damage off, not the biggest deal. If we did have a guy in the back, that would have been good. But we are... Oh, look at this. We got the melon armor, so we're clean. Melon armor on the rooster is going to be massive here. Before we do anything, we call it canned food. Then we summon this guy. Beautiful. Friend summon, give him +2/+2 when not in battle. I don't know, it's a bait at this point. I don't think we have that many free slots. We could obviously pill the turtle, but I think we have better plans for him than that. If we roll, they don't get dromedary buff anymore, but I don't think we need to sell him before anything else. Let's just roll. We get the pig, that's pretty good. But is it worth it? Probably not. I think we just roll again. If we do get the pig, then that's what? We buy him, that's 0 gold, then we sell him, that's 2 gold. So for 1 gold, we get what? Either 1 attack or 1 health. I guess that's worth it. But then we lose our potential to get something better going, so we just roll again. Here we get a spider. Not crazy about that. If we sell this, we can buy 1 thing. Can't do much better than that. Best thing this turn, obviously, is probably just the deer. It actually gives us something that we'd rather have in front of the dog, so I don't hate that. Get a lot of value. The dog's getting a little bit stronger from that. The rooster will have turtle buff, which will be pretty massive. And that's probably the best we can do for now. Let's rock. Let's rock and roll, baby. Alright, let's see what deer matches up against. I hope he gets good double value. Not too bad, but not too good either. So he's going to die and take out the turtle and chunk the... this guy, we actually would have preferred, if we would have known, to do a different order because we don't... Oh, but then, you know what? Actually, he's doing mad work. That's crazy. I didn't realize the value he was going to get off of hitting the next guy. So that's not too bad. The dog doesn't mind taking that hit. He's actually going to live through that. Garlic Armor's crazy early. And he's going to smack that guy off the other side of the stage. Our rooster didn't even have to fight. He's chilling. He just won by, his opponent didn't show up. So, let's see. We do get value out of beaver. Deer is probably going to be the thing we swap out. I don't mind beaver. Let's go ahead and buy him, I think. Yeah, we'll beaver. That's okay. And then we roll. Bison's okay, but we're not close to tier 3, so no bison. We could obviously freeze parrots, one of the better foods, but I'm not crazy about it. We could obviously pair the chick. Pair the rooster. That's pretty good. Let's freeze it for now. We'll sell the beaver and see what it goes on to. It didn't go onto the rooster, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to use him. Dog's already pretty freaking strong. Obviously, there's an argument to power up turtle because we could make him an attacker. I don't mind that at all. They get a lot of value from pairing the rooster, but we almost want to just roll and get better stuff. Let's say we use the pair if we roll all the way down to like 3 gold. I don't think we're going to pill anything else, probably. Although if we did get a flamingo, we probably would. So let's hold on to it. Let's roll down a little bit more. Nothing too good. Pilling the spider's probably not worth the money at this point. Roll again. Pilling the ant might be worth. I don't hate that idea. It's not the best, though. If we could make sure it gets on the rooster, I think we definitely do it. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't hate that play. It's probably not as good as just, like, buying the pair, though. Because you got to spend 4 gold to get, like, worse than a pair. But you do get something for the dog. Let's roll again. We get another rooster that's massive. So, of course, we summon him first. Then we combine. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, that's clean as hell. And then, I wonder if we would have gotten more value out of... No. That was the best way to get value. And then here, we want to just... I mean, obviously, we want to have another pet for this fight. But we do have 1 life left to play with, and I think we can win. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. Now he's scaling. He's going to have the melon armor. I don't think they can get through us. I think it's very unlikely that we get clapped here. Turn 9 is going to have chocolate, so I'm going to unfreeze this pill, and let's go into battle. With 4 units, and I have full confidence, I'm not worried about it. Honestly, maybe the rooster should be in front, or rather the turtle, and the dog should be in the back. But the dog can get through a lot of weak units pretty easily with that garlic armor, and 19 health, which is actually mad. So Octopus is not doing nothing. We take this guy out. This guy's going to buff the back 2 units like crazy once he goes down. But look what we got. We got this guy with melon armor, okay? He has huge stats. He still has the melon armor. He's not even taken out, but when he does get taken out, boom, another unit spawns. So that's pretty crazy. Tier 5 is huge. We have 2 lives left, and we're already at 4 wins. I'm thrilled. Hatchling Chick is massive here. We're going to Hatchling Chick first. Okay. Then we're going to combine the chicks. We're going to start permanently buffing the rooster. I'm not impressed by the gorilla. We're going to pass on him, I think. It would be okay. No, it wouldn't be. I mean, we're not even really looking for poodle too often here, I don't think. We probably more than anything want to... Honestly, I don't hate pairing the rooster, but we'd rather find chocolate. So I think it's okay not to. We didn't lose, so we can't snail. Gorilla's a bait, I think. We roll. Nothing too crazy. We could obviously caterpillar, but I don't know, that's a lot of tier 3s, and I'm not... It's kind of late. I don't know, we're already on turn 9. Not thrilled about a caterpillar. We had to go that earlier if we wanted it. Now I kind of wish I had the pair, but if I just find chocolate, I'll be thrilled. Okay, that's clean. So we get the chocolate. Bada bing. Oh, and T-Rex. You guys crazy? All right. So we pretty much have our whole squad picked out now, I think. We just don't have enough money to buy the T-Rex this turn, but of course we freeze him. It's like, maybe we go, but nah. I think we just, now we're like T-Rexing, and then we just are looking to buff everybody as much as we possibly can. Now, last things last. We're just going to roll down. And anything that's super clean, we're going to freeze it. Not pair. I mean, pair's good, right? I mean, pair's not bad. But we probably just keep looking for chocolates. Because if we found a chocolate, that'd be pretty clean. Next turn, we're not going to have tier 6 yet. So it's not the worst thing to freeze pair. Pair might be the best thing now, actually, as far as food goes. So we'll roll one more time. We do get a pup. Oh my god, we get another rooster. That's huge. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. And another pair. Disgusting. Yeah, check us out next turn. We got the whole play lined up. It's going to be awesome. So, first things first, we get this guy. That's not doing nothing. I'm not worried about that at all. He's not going to make us... he's not going to make... look, we're going to trade dogs regardless before anything goes down. Our turtle's going to make short work of that bee. He's even going to put in respectable work and trade against that guy, the caterpillar. And then it's not even close. Look, this guy's got melon armor and he has multiple summons. Disgusting. And the great thing about having the raw turtle is that weakness is not a factor. Oh my god, check us out. Okay. So, we want to get the rooster for sure. Alright. Boom, we get him. If we get to the point where we have like maxed out rooster, it's insane. So now it's like we definitely want to get the T-Rex at 6 gold. Okay. So we could buy the cow. We'll do 7, 6, 5, 4. That's 3 gold. And we sell them at 5. Oh, that's no good. That's no good at all. We might have to freeze the cow, but then we don't have anything to swap out. So if we get the T-Rex, we'll be at 4 gold. And then we can roll 1 time. That's probably the only play we have. Because if we buy this, we'll also be at 4 gold. Yeah, that's no good. So we'll unfreeze these because we have chocolate available now. And chocolate's actually has newfound goodness with the T-Rex. We probably shouldn't have frozen the pairs, but that's okay. Because it wouldn't have changed anything this turn no matter what, except for as far as rolling goes. So yeah, let's just double check. 4 gold, sell at 5 gold, that's not enough. Boom, we get the T-Rex. And then we roll 1 time. I would obviously save the cows, but none of these members could possibly leave. I think they're all really important. We don't keep these, we're looking for chocolate. We're looking for chocolate, T-Rexes, and roosters, that's all we want. And I think, honestly, we're crushing. So we just, boom, pow, permanent buffs on this guy, it's massive. Guys, we're actually crushing right now. So this worm is going to put in a lot of work, but we do take him out and get to hit another guy just because, no, we don't, okay, we have to trade, that's okay. We do take out the turtle, no problem, then get rid of 1 melon armor, get rid of another guy, get rid of another melon armor. Having a beefy turtle is crazy. And then our rooster is like practically unscathed every fight, and he's quite respectable as far as power goes. So we don't mess with him. We get a chocolate here that's huge. It's like, obviously I want to put the chocolate on the rooster, but putting on the T-Rex is just the highest value, no matter who you ask. And then we have to roll. We have to spend our gold here. Unless we want to roll down for chocolate, but I kind of want to be strong this turn. So it's like we could roll down for chocolate and freeze, but we could also just get pretty damn good value off of pizzaing here. I don't mind that. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's think. 2 animals +2/+2. I mean, it could land on these guys and that wouldn't be too impactful. So maybe we do, let's greed. We have another life to play with, so I don't think it's too bad. Let's greed for chocolate. If we don't get it, we're pretty sad though. We could get the melon armor for the dog. At this stage, it's a lot better than the garlic, I think. Or at least it's about to be. But again, I want to look for chocolate because that's massive. If we do get that, we're looking insane. The value we get out of that's crazy. So we'll go ahead and just roll. We don't get it. Our greedy play is biting us. No, it's not. Our greedy play worked out perfectly. So here it's like, maybe we get melon as well, because we pretty much have what we want as far as stat scaling goes. I'm good to leave the octopus on the table and end with excess gold, so the T-Rex powers everybody up. Pretty clean, not gonna lie. As far as we're still breaking through kind of weak enemies, I like having the dog where he is. But we might be at that stage these days where it's better to put the best unit up front, the rooster. I'll have to think about it. We'll have to imagine like what teams we might go up against and then try to figure out what the best way to do it is. And then our rooster's going to take out their rooster, and we have another one. Pretty clean. The chick, for their chick, our chick is way bigger. Let's go. And then we have a little hatchling chick. Very nice. So there's no dog buffs or anything like that to be had, so we're going to just T-Rex here. Look, everybody gets +4/+4 now, which is absolutely mad. Melon armor on the dog would be legit. Let's maybe do this now at this stage. And then swap the garlic armor for the melon armor. That could be pretty good. He actually already gets... No, he doesn't. He doesn't get melon armor yet. So there's even a... I think we might want chocolate, to be honest. Just because we might want to get our rooster big enough, as big as possible. Melon armor is big. This guy's going to already have it. We may level up our turtle soon. I think chocolate's just bigger than anything else. Even if we put it on the turtle, right? Let's roll. I want roosters. I want to get as many roosters as possible. Then we would have to switch our ordering again. Let's see, it summons 2 chicks. So we do have 2 slots. That's going to be okay. We'll go ahead and roll. I don't mind. I don't think we're being too greedy here. Another turtle is pretty big. That's basically a chocolate. So we're going to definitely slap him on. And then we don't get to roll anymore. We could obviously melon armor. But I think we're pretty good on melon armor for now. Confirm? Because we can still afford to look for chocolate. If we're doing... Oh, that's kind of a problem, though. We chicked the... We chicked the dog instead of the rooster. And I think the rooster is the most important to scale. So maybe we put the dog behind the chick. That's kind of the justification behind why we had the team the way that we did. And I think that's pretty good. Oh, although the dog actually being behind the rooster is pretty big because then the dog gets an extra buff. We do go down this turn, but I'm not sweating it too much. The Brontosaurus with the fedora I do respect. Okay, so this is a lot better. I don't think we're being too greedy here. Let's go ahead and let's see. Maybe we want Melon Armor on the dog. Pair on the rooster could be big. Let's roll. Oh, we get dogs, multiple dogs. I don't think that's worth it at this stage. The chick, that's not worth it either. Let's roll again. Rooster's pretty big. We roll. We're looking for none of this stuff. Roll one more time. I think as far as this turn goes, this is probably the best situation. And chocolate bars would be necessary for the turtle and for the rooster. We'd have to organize our team a little bit different. Let's just go like this. T-Rex buffing everybody up. We're scaling a lot better than the guys that we just faced. Their stats were pretty high, but I think if we take this guy out, we're not worried about anything. And we are likely to. So first things first, we knock this guy out. They do have a level 3 rooster at the end, which is pretty frightening. Probably gets a lot of value. So this guy gets Melon Armor. We take him out. We're going to take out not this next guy, but now we do. Right? And then we're going to do a massive hit on the Swan. Just enough to take him out, actually. So unfortunately, we are going to have to use Dog to get this guy low. He is going to spawn 3 chicks. And that's going to be the end of us, unfortunately. I think we are on our last life, unless we tied with that guy. Yeah, game over. Well, we had a pretty good attempt. You know, I'm probably going to run it back. 2 ants and a mosquito. Pretty ugly. We can just run it like that, though. Not the worst. I don't want to freeze any of those. Pretty moody right now, because it's coming off that L. Moody parts. Let's not go like a crazy tier strategy this time. Let's go ahead and, wow, they have 2 guys. And the first one's going to get taken out. And then the second one is not going to do any damage. It's going to get absolutely slaughtered. Okay, so we got 1 win off the rip. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. 3 ants. Could get an early tier 2. Why not? I'm going for it. Peacock, pretty bad. But we're going to run it. He's value right here. Getting the ant buff, right? Because he's got a huge amount of HP. We could obviously get one of these, but not both. Let's freeze this guy if we don't get anything better. I don't really want Bluebird. Although Bluebird actually has pretty good synergy with the Peacock in this specific situation. So we'll roll, and none of these are freezable for me. This is just here because... Let's put the weakest one in the front. Let's go. Boom. Maybe we run some Peacock. Why not? Let's let it take us through the early game. If we get a little bit of this value on him and then get like a chick or something like that, we could be looking pretty good. I'm flexible. Trying to win, baby. Not the unit that I like the most, but I think he's good enough to take out Stagman here. And he is. He is. We're already scaling. Honestly, the scaling is already coming through. We got another Peacock. I can't really pass up on that. It's obviously great. Probably going to combine them. Do we combine them now? Yeah, let's do that. Dromedary's fine. I'm feeling it this particular run. We roll one time. Another Dromedary is not the worst thing. We could like double Dromedary and then freeze something. We could freeze like... We could just freeze like Sleeping Pill and maybe Flamingo, because that's pretty logical. We could Dromedary here, hopefully get a double Dromedary. Let's see. If I combine the Dromedaries now, right? Let's make sure this guy gets the buff. If I combine the Dromedaries now, what we have going for us is a 3/5 Dromedary. If I wait and combine them next turn, then I do get more value. You know what? Let's not do this when we could potentially get another Dromedary. Yeah, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. Dromedary up front, not bad. He's going to probably put in a ton of work. This guy's still getting double buffed. I like it. And let's go. Either way, if there's some sort of splash, I think it's a little early for splash. So we're not too worried. I believe in the squad. Sometimes you got to use guys that you're not usually too thrilled about using just because they present themselves to you in a really nice packaged manner. All right. So we push this guy. We're working on him. He's just huge. Honestly, if you find an early hatchling chick from your combines, it's really hard to do anything. But I think we have enough to at least tie here. We would have crushed them if they didn't have that crazy hatchling chick, but what a crazy buff. Honestly, it's like, for 3 gold, it's even better than a cupcake, which is massive. And you get to use it turn after turn, so it's pretty big. Pretty big. Okay, we could Mosquito here just to get a good tier 3. I'm going to hope that happens. For sure. We got a 4/4 Mosquito. And then boom. Oh, God. It's been a lot of runs of me getting tier 3s, and they've been bad every time. We keep this guy probably for now. We might get rid of the mosquito. He's not too good, but you know his stats are gonna put in work. For now, he's important. We don't freeze the sheep. I don't respect him as a unit enough. We pill this. Honestly, garlic armor's coming up though, so we're gonna leave one open. Roll. Ants, really? They really want us to have a tier 3 ant, and I'm not too mad at that idea. So maybe we're like dromedaring here and working on the tier 3 ant. If they're giving it to us, it's like whatever, right? We might just put the ant on now straight away, freeze 1. That's fine. We could have also, I mean, we'll take the value this turn. Hopefully get the victory, right? I think we're earning it. Let's go ahead and go into battle. Maybe we'll have bison strats or something like that because they're throwing us the level 3 so fast. So we take out the spider and the spider spawn in all, like in most universes, right? Maybe not necessarily in this one. Drink some water. Alright, the ram is not going to spawn 2 rams. So that's a little odd sheep placement if you ask me. What do I know? And then we do take out this guy pretty efficiently. And it's pretty close, but he doesn't make it over our peacock. So our strat's working out pretty good. That was another really good team. The wet fingers were pretty well formulated, but we came out on top. So let's ant for sure. I think, you know what we could do? Is we could just make a super good turtle, because we don't absolutely need him yet. We're still scaling. And we want to make sure that the ant buff goes on this guy for now. I want to dromedary the turtle. And tier 3 is not like mind-blowing for me. Turtle's kind of the best unit. So let's do that. Probably bluebird again, I'm cool with it. And then we have pills, but we're kind of looking for garlic. I want to roll. I want to look for pears. We have another peacock, which is pretty huge. We could sell something to that end. And I think we do, just so in case we can freeze a good tier 3. But we can't really combine it. I want to have our highest value this turn. So let's go ahead and freeze him as well. That means we have 2 more rolls. It's not worth it to freeze spider anymore. We roll one more time. We have another turtle, which is huge. We could obviously roll 2 turtles, but that's kind of illogical. Would it be bad though? Probably just combining them, to be honest. And then we have our last ant. So we really want everything in this shop. Our team's finally pivoting into a really good one. And Dromedary is giving us work. He's giving us value. Let's put the big unit, the unit with the HP behind. And let's make sure that our best unit with the most HP gets the ant buff. Of course, on the other hand, this guy has a lot of value as well. So maybe we get the ant buff on the dromedary just to turn him into a unit. But they could have somebody big that we have to overcome, so I like lining it up this way. Let's see how it happens. Also, yeah, we definitely wanted the bird buff on the peacock, so that's the thing. Luckily, we get to take out 2 guys with our first guy. Stonks. We get to take out 3 guys with our first guy. This ant's actually putting in crazy work. The mosquito is, I mean. Boom. That's value, but the numbers just work out pretty badly for them. And then here, unfortunately, it looks like it's a trade. Because they do have the garlic armor, and they do have 10 damage. So we both had pretty good setups there. They had garlic armor pretty early. That's fine. First things first, we probably want to combine the ant just to see what we get. We do get a worm. Not too impressed. Let's get another combine and see what we get. We get a lobster. Don't love it. Friends summoned. Give it +2/+2 in non-battle. Not the worst thing. Because, like, if we give that to the turtle, that's kind of amazing. So we might keep this. Who would we sell, though, right? Not the ant, certainly. Not the dromedary. He's actually putting in work. We won that last one, right? No, we traded. So it might be time to go ahead and put our turtles out, but they're getting, at least one of them is getting like shop buffed a ton. So we want to put the better one or the worst one? We want to keep the better one. Maybe get one of our turtles on board. Maybe finally sell the mosquito. I'm cool with that. I don't hate that. Selling the mosquito is fine. We get our other turtle on to power up this guy. We'll keep dromedarying the other one. +2/+2 and 9 in battle's probably not it for me, Chief. If we roll again and we get a turtle, it wouldn't have really made too much of a difference. Dromedary is giving our turtle some value for free. Could obviously melon armor, but I kind of believe in raw turtle, especially with dromedary. Freezing in the shop. I don't really want worm. Let's roll again. We get this. This is pretty big. Honestly, it's massive. So although we don't really have an order that makes sense to support the hatchling chick, right? So because we're not really in too much of a bad way with 4 HP and all that, I think I might want to keep things as they are. I mean, Bluebird is not better than hatchling chick, right? But he could get us a higher tier animal, and it's like Bluebird getting us a higher tier animal could get us a tier 5. It's whatever. It's cows. If we combine, where would we put it, right? So the ordering is just weird. Like, we want the hatchling probably behind this guy. We could make our dromedary strong. Could make our bluebird strong. I like the idea of leveling up our turtle, though, because once we put him on and then combine the other turtle, it's going to be huge. Probably don't want bat. Hatchling. It's just kind of awkward with Ant, to be honest. And Ant's level 3, so he's not going anywhere. So, I mean, unless we hatchling the Ant. But then, it'd be pretty sad for him to be the recipient of the buff. Then again, maybe it wouldn't. Right? Then again, maybe it wouldn't. We could also... Getting rid of Bluebird might be fine. To buff up our Ant, maybe we don't mind if Hatchling gets it because it'll make him a real unit. +1 to the Peacock, not the biggest deal anymore, I think. So let's go ahead and Hatchling, just to be strong. We'll buff the Ant. If it lands on this guy, so be it. Because Ant's already getting the turtle buff. We're pretty much going to slaughter no matter what this turn, as far as I can tell. And, I don't know, by that logic, maybe we even allow Dromedary to be the one that gets this buff. Because maybe if he's huge, I don't hate it. Not the worst thing that could happen. But we put the higher attack guy up front when we have the chance. And let's roll. Yeah, this is pretty good. Not bad. Pretty big Ant out of nowhere. They threw a bunch of ants at us. We're going to take it. When life gives you almonds, when life gives you ants, you squeeze them. Alright, melon armor. Garlic armor's no match. This next one's going to trade, though, unfortunately, because that was a huge buff. We get it on the Peacock, probably the most logical. That Peacock's attack pales in comparison to ours. Not even close. We take them out here, and we're crushing it. Alright, so our plan worked. Not a surprise. You guys, probably not surprised. I'm not surprised. Alright, so I know from experience that if we combine these guys, we don't get hoed. We're in a good way. We do get the best combination of stats, so I'm okay with opening with that. Unless we can afford to save him even longer, get more dromedary buffs. That's greedy, right? Tier 4, probably not too crazy about that, because we do have kind of a wide variety of stuff. Could be pretty happy getting something like Poodle, so I'm going to take the extra slots above everything else. With Turtle, Garlic is getting diminishing value. Canned Food's probably fine at this stage. We're probably not going to sleep until any of these guys because they're both basically attackers at this point. Let's roll and see what we get. Another turtle, which is huge. So we obviously turtle. We have a goat that's fine. Maybe it replaces our dromedary, but I'm not convinced. Melon armor, though, needs to probably go to these guys, and then we'll make this guy stronger. That's pretty good. I like this order a lot. I don't really mind who Ant Buff lands on. Dewey Goat. Dewey Goat. We don't have a tier 5. We do have tier 2 competition. But while the goat is good, it's like if we end up with a poodle, which we're likely to. No. While the goat is good, we could get another dromedary who could get us an early higher tier animal. This guy is an early higher tier animal. How good is he? Pretty good. Is it what we're looking for? Not exactly. Let's roll. We do get the poodle. That's exactly what we are looking for. Alright, so check me out. Now we evaluate our tiers. Tier 2, Tier 2. So dromedary is not looking pretty good when we already have this peacock. Tier 3, Tier 1, and Tier 3. So we could afford to get rid of the hatchling chick and the dromedary to get maximum stonks. So I think we definitely get rid of the dromedary. We buy the poodle. Unfortunately, though, it's like this turn, it looks like the hatchling chick is going to get the poodle buff unless we order things out to where the hatchling is buffing like this guy. Alright, so just because we want to be strong this turn, but we also want the guy who's going to stick around to get the buff, that's the turtle, not the hatchling chick. So this is the best way to skip over the hatchling chick in terms of damage. Now let's just figure out, do we want ant buff to go on somebody else, right? So it's possible that we want, let's see, what really has to happen? What really has to happen here is that the hatchling's in front of the turtle. Alright, so who do we want to turtle buff? The ants. The peacock, right? So we can still do this. This guy gets buffed. Maybe this guy becomes a unit, maybe this guy does, maybe this guy does. 4, 2, 3, 3, 1. This makes perfect logical sense. I don't mind who the ant buff lands on. It's probably going to get crazy value regardless. And honestly, yeah, we're just looking for another like a tier 5 at this point. We're stacked. We're stacked. All right, let's go. Early poodle, pretty awesome. Anything that happened as far as luck goes, which was kind of setting us up for a really difficult battle, finally we're getting some breathing room and our plan's coming together. I think we made some pretty good decisions this time, not gonna lie. This ant's huge. You see how big the hatchling chick is, right? If you can get the hatchling chick, you're just kind of in a different tier than everybody else for a little while. This is a pretty huge buff. Unfortunately, it doesn't land on this guy, which is probably not the best. Although because this guy doesn't have melon armor, we at least trade here. We get our own melon armor. It only blocks 1 damage, not too bad. But then we do crush this guy. And this unit, which is the peacock, which I don't normally want to use, is popping off pretty good. So we finally are sort of becoming peacock believers. Okay. Do we want canned food? Maybe. What do we want more than that? Other poodles. And a tier 4, 3, 2, 1. So we really want to need a tier 5. So we're not too likely to get it. We could roll to increase the power of our future tier 5. That's logical. Now let's go. I believe in that. Let's do that again. We go again. Puppy's not it. Although he is pretty scaled for now. Could obviously swap in tropical fish, but the instantaneous value we get from what we have going on is pretty optimal. Let's roll again. Not holding on to the pill. Get more puppies. Honestly, skunks are good, but the fact that he's tier 4, like a lot of skunks are good because once you combine them, their passive kind of goes off. We could obviously garlic armor this guy, but it's getting a little late in the game for garlic armor. We're already in tier 4. And we're winning. We have all of our lives still, so we can afford to greed and roll here. We're not likely to lose. So next time we get tier 5, we're happy to roll down a lot and greed again. I think we're pretty good to win on this, to be honest with you. Scaling the turtle's huge. It's one of my favorite things to do because it counters weakness so well. And honestly, it's just really cute. Let's hit this guy. I like the way he wears his hat on his hand. You don't see that too often because most people don't use lobster very much unless you're really into dominance hierarchies. This guy is going to get taken out. Boom. Wow, we're crushing. Honestly, clean. This next guy's going to get taken out. The little bee. And even the peacock gets to live to fight another day. 21 attack, not too good. Not too bad. Okay. Let's think about this carefully. Goat is good, but only if we're really swapping something else out, and that's not happening very often. Friendbot does count for like if you stack on somebody else. This guy's a tier 4, so he's out. I don't think another hatchling chick is it, unless the thinking is we just do it to get a tier 6, because that also works. It doesn't have to be a tier 5, right? But right now, we get the most value out of being able to organize our team optimally and swap the 3 for a 4. So I don't hate that. Swap the 3 for a 5. Who's the best 5 we have? The best fighting 5 we have is the eagle. And it's probably the best 5 in general that we have right now, except for obviously like a good 5 like a cow, right? So it's like, how bad do we want a 6? We can afford the greed. I don't hate the idea. We missed out on the eagle. Eagle's pretty good though. But honestly, like just a good poodle team off the jump is like not something you hate. So let's go ahead and do that. That's not the worst thing. We might actually see. This is the time to see if Eagle's good, right? When he's the highest stat unit you just bought and that you have, basically. And yeah, I want to find out. Combine Eagles, let's see what happens. Okay, so turtle in the front. Ant in front of the turtle, probably. Then we go, the best units right here are getting turtled. So that's like this and this, right? Maybe this guy's in front because he's going to have more attack the second time. Now, more attack the first time is probably important. And the front. I'm okay with any of these guys getting the buff. I would not want it to happen to the poodle, but it wouldn't be the worst thing. We can afford to greed roll here, so we will. We get another eagle that's pretty big. And none of these other guys... Oh, a peacock. Peacock's just alright. It's not insane to get a peacock here, because he's already level 2. We'd rather get like this guy level 2 and this guy level 2 first. So I think we freeze it and roll one time. If we don't get anything better, that's what we commit to. Unless we value rolls so much that we just want to see. But maybe not so much, though, that we're not going to buff one of our important attackers. I mean, a tier 3 peacock is probably not that big of a deal, let's be honest. Let's have a chance to find other stuff, maybe. If I do unfreeze it, it's like I either use it right now or I unfreeze it. There's no in between. Rooster's great, and he'd be great to scale with Poodle, but he's the same tier, so I'm not too happy about that. Honestly, you have a different tier squad. The stats are fine. You got Poodle, you just commit to it. That's what I believe, and we'll see if that pays off. Committing to it kind of maybe looks like putting the peacock on. On the other hand, Poodle's so good to find, and so is Chocolate. So let's roll. We don't find either, but we have another chance to. Nope. One more roll. We do find Chocolate, so it was worth it. And we find Turtle. Turtle's so important that I believe in actually keeping him. And even to the point where I'm probably going to put him in front and give him both of these if I think there's a decent chance of getting another turtle. But also, Poodle is a really good chocolate target. It would really make it easy on me if I got a Poodle or something like that in the first shop. But as of now, of course, these are the freezes regardless, so let's roll. Getting hamburgers on everybody, baby. All right. So we don't have a matched background. We'd like to see it one time. People really like the lava background. It is cool, I'll give you that, but I like the nice contrast with the icy background and the snow hats. Poodle's pretty big. Honestly, we just have so much stats and melon armor that we're gonna punch through no problem. This guy's huge though. And you know what? I take that back. Because oh, that's a shame. Oh, the summon's good. In this case, it's kinda like the hippo situation. Where okay, we do live that one and we take out the dog. We're clean. That was close. That was close. We didn't need to put another life on the peacock to win that one, which is huge. That's huge for us. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping for basically. So we get another eagle. We get a leopard. That's pretty good. Now who is a leopard better than? We do have poodle scaling, so that's pretty dirty. Maybe he's better than Ant, but unlikely, right? Ant's already ahead of him in stats. He might be better than Peacock. We leopard. Poodle's sort of our entire strategy. So we poodle first. Then it's like, this guy getting hurt is fine. But, let's see, tier 4, 2, 5, 3, 1. If we are going to replace somebody with leopard, it's going to be Peacock, I think. That would be the most worth target. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's probably do it. I don't know, an apple and the turtle, is that really worth it? I may be getting ahead of myself here. Microbe would actually be fine too. He's a tier 5. Is he better than Eagle? Maybe. Maybe. He would catch up pretty quick as far as damage goes. We have Microbe and Turtle going. That's a pretty crazy strat. I don't hate it. So we have a lot of options here actually. We could even replace 2, in fact. We have the lives to play with it. So we could like Microbe, get rid of all their value. I like it. Let's be crazy. Let's be wild. So we can get rid of a 2 and a 5. But we have a level 2 eagle, right? Summon 1 level 2 tier 6 animal. Stats are going to be jacked though, right? Who cares? Level 2 leopard though or something like that? Yeah, maybe I don't believe in eagle very much. I think I want to try it. Look, we were going to take this win if we don't do this. Doing it seems a little risky, but I like it. I like it. We're going to pivot. I don't know. We might not get rid of this guy. I think we get rid of this guy. He's whatever. Microbe first. Then this. That's pretty huge. And then it's like, do we peacock or do we leopard? The stats are so close. I think we actually leopard. That's pretty big. And then we freeze this guy probably. Or we don't. Because the poodle's not going to get that big. That fast. He will eventually. He's a little bit behind the others. We took a little bit of a turn this turn. A little bit of like we kind of hurt our like this turn value a little. I don't think we... It would be nice to have it on everybody. And it does kind of suck that we're hurting ourselves by giving ourselves microbe on our turtle, because our turtle is an attacker. But we are giving it to all of them, so that's pretty good. Do we add turtle onto turtle? I want to freeze it. I want to think about it. One more roll. And we get another microbe. Doesn't upgrade when leveling, but he would get stronger. It's just like an apple, though. So, honestly, could make the difference on the poodle at the end. So I'm going to apply him next turn for sure. Let's go. Poodle's one of our attackers. So I believe in the power of our scaling. I think we'll be fine. So first things first, yeah, we kind of screw up their whole team, right? So check us out. We're not getting rid of their buffs, but we're just hoeing them in general. So they get generally hoed right here. Boom. So do we. But then we get melon armor, which is the opposite of being hoed. We're not going to take this guy out. We get the buff on the poodle, so we make him a real attacker. Then we do mad damage to this guy. And we trade. That was the turn where we were really close to victory, and we were likely to win there because we pivoted into a temporarily weaker team. I'm okay with it. I wanted to take the risk. I wanted to be crazy. We could give Microbe Stake, which would be pretty big. I like the idea of him doing raw damage one time. It's not going to be replaced either. So let's go ahead and do that. Then we roll. We would like to have found Poodle. Giving somebody melon armor is not going to make sense. I'm going to put the leopard on for sure. Because if we get him level 2, that's value. And then we're going to run like this. We could obviously dragon. And then swap out somebody and just do that. But I think that... Yeah, our shop is... Are our shop animals like stonked out? I think they are. That's kind of an option. I know we're like changing our team again, which sounds psychotic. But if we swap out, we already have level 2 leopard. Leopard's pretty good. Let's just run like this. I believe we can win if we do this, so I'm not going to change anything too crazy. Because if we could do dragon, then we're sort of getting rid of our stats that we've been building up again. We already did that with the micro, but look at the value we get just off of putting the stake. I think that's huge. He hits our turtle. That's okay because our turtle's sort of a sacrificial lamb. His HP is not what's doing so much work now. It's, oh, we get rid of their armor. See, this is exactly what we wanted. Then these guys get our melon armor. Boom, we knock this guy out. We knock this guy out. We take out their bat. And we're going to do pretty good work on this guy. And then finish him. Living with the poodle. So we actually take a win, not even a draw, after we just pivoted our build crazily. We only had a couple more wins, so maybe we shouldn't have. But if this game required more wins, then this was definitely the optimal strat. Now it's like we're just looking for... This doesn't make sense. Neither does this or any of this. None of this makes sense except for the cupcake, if we just want to be crazy and try to win this particular round. Let's roll. We do get another poodle, which is amazing, and another leopard, which is exactly what we could have wanted. The only thing we want now is raw stats and leveling up our turtle, because he's close. So maybe we give... No, I was going to think we give him garlic, but we don't because he's going to get the microbe on him. Dragon, we have another dragon, but we didn't choose him. Roll again. We have a cow, that's pretty big, but we can't replace our microbe because he's so important. We could, obviously, if we got another microbe at a stake, but I like this one. Also, the attack that he has now is pretty relevant, just because he's going to have... he has 7 damage. He has 20 damage on the first hit, right? So none of these guys are so good that we should swap our teammates. Obviously, there's an argument for like, what do we have? 5, 4, 3, 2. We have, wait, what do we have? 4, 6, 1, 3, 4. So we don't have a tier 2. I guess it's possible for us to get a tier 2 that's better than an ant or something like that, but it's unlikely. Yeah, I think this is it. Obviously for this turn, there's no freezes here though. Now let's just make sure our ordering is correct. Probably want to put this guy in front of the ant. But then that does guarantee that we get the ant buff on the poodle, which may not be the best thing. Because the other guy has more HP, right? So I don't mind this too much. I wonder what's better. Probably better to have the ant here. It's close though, I think. And of course I think we have the turtle in the right spot. Pretty good. Not bad. +2/+2 is not the worst thing. And our stats are already in a pretty good place. Things are getting pretty spicy already. So we take out this turtle straight away. And unfortunately for us, they're going to have pretty good micro protection. Oh, but they're not. Because now we die and overwrite their precious melon armors. Sorry, Order. And then we have melon armor. We take this shot really well, only taking 3 damage through everything. They have a pretty big worm. They just did like a feed the worm comp. And they did actually win for it. Wow, that's crazy. The raw stats are pretty huge. We could have gambled a little bit though. We're still kind of suffering from our strat. Ooh, we could swap leopard out for T-Rex and get kind of crazy scaling going. I think that's better. We don't want 2 tier 6s. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get rid of this guy, scale everybody much better, and probably, let's see, he's going to get Poodle scaling. Poodle's going to get T-Rex scaling. Now Ant is looking worse and worse because Ant on the T-Rex wouldn't be the best thing. Ant's sort of our best unit, as crazy as that is. Chocolate's getting even more valuable, but we are coming down to the wire, so I like the idea of getting a guaranteed high-value food. Ant's putting in the most work right now. And then we salad, because that's just the way our gold worked out. I don't mind it. We end with excess gold. I feel like everything always pivots into a Poodle T-Rex strategy, just because it's so good. Let's see what we get here. Definitely have way more than enough ammunition to take this guy out. And it looks like we can get another free win, because check us out. We replaced their melon armor. That's crazy. They're running alpaca, which is respectable, but I'm not too scared of having to punch through just a couple guys. Wow. I'm impressed that alpaca got this far, but I'm not surprised. Impressed but not surprised. We have enough life to play with. We're doing pretty clean. We could obviously double Poodle here, but I think chocolate on this guy is massive, just because of the raw stats. It's probably not like we don't Poodle though, right? We chocolate the T-Rex. Maybe we don't Poodle. Maybe we don't Poodle. Really what we're looking for is chocolate or T-Rex right here would be the biggest thing. One roll. Maybe we freeze the Poodle. Because if we don't get it, then that's the only other play, really. Yeah, so we don't get chocolate or T-Rex, so let's at least make our Poodle a little bit stronger, unless we want to just cupcake one time for, like, a win chance. Not the worst idea, but I kind of believe in the long term. There's a chance we get 2 Poodles, and then we'd be happy. Let's go ahead and end turn with gold. Obviously, we could have looked, but I want to find the balance between looking for chocolate and stuff like that and actually getting value. I don't want to merely do the greedy play. Wow, they have a pretty great team. They're stacked. So I don't think we take this guy. Although we do, that's excellent. So we replaced their melon armor. So we're doing pretty good, but not perfect. They do have so much damage though that they punch through. Yeah, the caterpillars are crazy. One puppy, the tiger, and the caterpillars. We have a pretty good scaling going on, but it is coming down to the wire. 9 wins, very close. We do get 1 more Poodle, so it would be kind of crazy for us not to. We have to roll. Unfortunately, we can't buy anything except for a cupcake if we want to end with the T-Rex, which we do. Our most important unit, as usual, is probably the ant, oddly enough. So we're going to just cupcake our ant for optimal chances, I think. And then we just end turn. Let's go. 30 damage ant, 32 damage ant. Come on. Let's see. Let's not match up against that guy with the butterflies again. If we get anybody else, I'm pretty happy. Octopus is pretty savage. Wow. Okay. We do punch through him straight away. Thank God. If we didn't, we'd have been kind of screwed. Another octopus. Oh, for the passive. That's devastating. Wow. That's wild. We do trade, and we get buffed, and it's so close that we actually trade and fight another day. What are the chances? Pretty low. Draw on the last turn. We could microbe, but I don't know if that's too much value. We could hold on to Cupcake, but Chocolate Bar is so valuable. None of these guys are possible or viable. Of course, we could stake the final guy that's not going to get melon armored, but we really want stats. We need stats. We have a pretty good chance of getting something good. Double check everything. This was our last chance to get stats, and we didn't get anything too crazy. Probably pizza, honestly, is better than cupcake. Let's just pizza, and then end turn. Not too bad. I respect that. End with the gold. We're scaling. Every turn that goes by with a good scaling build, where our chances of winning are increasing. And we drew, so by that logic, oh no, we get this guy. He looks like he's a pretty stacked team, although our microbe counters him pretty naturally, so I'm pretty thrilled about that. They do have a turtle, though. They have a 40 damage T-Rex. That's more damage than you normally see on a T-Rex. And they are going to have the melon armor for the last two guys. So we're going to have to trade here. I like our number of units, though. We do take off their melon armor. And we win! Let's go! Guys, if you enjoyed this one, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that. And yeah, thanks for watching. This was clean. I'll see you next time.